Hey guys, it's Zara. So I know I've talked about this in the past, but I read an interesting article just now. And the article is actually called How I Learned to Hate Transgender People. And it basically talks about how, learning to hate, well, it's basically a learned behavior that you get from maybe the people around you, who have, say, their parents or your grandparents or wherever, they grew up in a different time where, people like us would have been killed and for no reason whatsoever, just because we're trans people. And I know that still happens today, but it's much less prominent than it was back then. But also in the media, like, I've seen this movie in the past, and I didn't even think about this until now, because it's been years since I've seen this movie. But, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, for example. I'm gonna quote from the article, I guess. Basically, at the end of the movie, they find out that the person that they were looking for, the criminal, who at the time when whatever crime was committed, I don't remember what, was, well, at least seen as male, but transitioned, I suppose, to hide. And once they found that out, they called her it. Jim Carrey, actually puked and had to burn his clothes or something. I guess I didn't quote the article, but still. And it's disgusting. And around that same time, the movie Crying Game was out. And I think in the Jim Carrey movie, the song from the Crying Game started playing. That's what the article says. I haven't seen either movie in a long time, but the Crying Game is a good movie. And basically that is just a learned behavior. And, if you think about it, it really is. It's all over the media where we're hated on. I mean, you may not see such blatant examples of this today. Actually, you do, but not so much, I suppose. Also quoted in the article is the movie Hangover 2, where one of the characters has a relationship but has a one-night stand with a trans woman. And the trans woman is kind of seen as like a predator, like, oh yeah, I made you have sex with me because, well, yeah, I'm a hot girl, but I used to not be a girl. Yeah. If you know me, you know I don't agree with that statement. I was always a girl. Even though I'm a trans woman, I just wasn't always physically a girl. But the article says that trans women are in those movies are kind of portrayed as predators. Like, we trick men into sleeping with us. And that would somehow make them homosexual or affect their masculinity in any way. Obviously, when I post this video, I will post a link to the article too, so you can read it. It's not a recent article. Let's see if I can find a date here. June 30th, 2011, so about a year ago. But I just found it on the internet now, and I read it, and it was interesting. At least, because the person who wrote it wasn't a trans person, because, well, they're talking about laughing at, at the horrible things trans women have to go through in this movie. So it's good that they're, straight, cisgendered people who realize all this. And it's not just the LGBT community who's fighting for our rights, for equality. As I was saying, though, earlier on, you can see this in smaller ways on TV still today. On TV, how often do you really see, I'll use this as an example, but either the N-word said, that's offensive to black people, or the F-word, that's offensive to gay people. I cannot think of one example where either, maybe in a Hollywood movie, but that's kind of given a pass to be slightly more offensive, I suppose. Television shows kind of try to be better about it for the most part. But I can give you a million examples where, and I hate this word, but I'm going to say it now, where tranny is said. Where someone calls another person a tranny or something. I can give you a million examples of that in TV. And I think people realize it's an offensive term, but who cares, right? Like, it doesn't affect anyone except the trans people. It also references some real, like, life tragedies, like the Brandon Tina incident, and how that was made into a movie. Well, people should learn, though, that it's just, like, I don't know, you can't go by what you see in the media, and it's just not right that, I don't even know. Sometimes this world is just really, like, what the fuck? And sorry for my glasses on the screen, but whatever. I don't know. So this article really made me think about some things. Like, I suppose I sort of knew this in a way, but I had never really thought about it that way. Like, transphobia is a learned behavior that people get from the media. It makes perfect sense, and you see examples of it in so many things. Those are a handful of examples there, but I can give you so many more if I thought about it. I mean, yeah. So read the article, tell me what you think, I want to know. And this is our Harley, so peace out.